Jon Stewart's brutal takedown of Prince Harry. The royal hypocrisy exposed. Prince Harry stood before an audience at the Invictus Games in Canada, delivering what was meant to be an inspiring speech on resilience, overcoming adversity, and the power of perseverance. But to Jon Stewart, it was nothing short of tone-deaf privilege dressed up as wisdom. On a recent episode of The Daily Show, Stewart ripped into Harry's words, highlighting what many have called a glaring disconnect. A man born into extreme privilege, attempting to relate to veterans who have experienced real hardship. And Stewart, he was merciless. A trust fund kid giving financial advice. With his signature biting humor, Stewart compared Harry's attempt at relatability to a trust fund kid offering financial advice to a single mother. Ouch. Imagine a guy who's never worried about rent, never faced a hospital bill, never had to wonder where his next paycheck was coming from, standing on stage and talking about resilience. That's Prince Harry, Stewart mocked. The audience erupted in laughter, but behind the joke was a sharp criticism of privilege. Stewart continued, "This is a guy who left his palace and moved to a $14 million mansion in California to escape oppression. You're going to tell a guy with PTSD who lost a leg in Iraq about overcoming obstacles? The irony is unreal." And social media exploded. Public backlash. Can Harry really speak for veterans? Within hours, the debate spilled onto Twitter, with hashtag Harry the Hypocrite trending worldwide. One user wrote, "I respect his work with veterans, but he will never understand real struggle. He doesn't have to worry about VA benefits or PTSD therapy bills." Another added, "Harry talking about adversity is like Elon Musk explaining middle-class struggles. Just stop." Even veterans weighed in. Former Marine and Invictus participant Jake Callahan tweeted, "Appreciate what he's doing for the games, but the speech felt performative. Real struggles happen outside of luxury estates." Clearly, Stewart's critique struck a nerve. Virtue signaling? Stewart says yes. Stewart didn't stop at hypocrisy. He went after what he called Harry's obsession with being seen as a woke royal, rather than delivering real solutions. Look, the Invictus Games are fantastic, but Harry's speeches always feel like self-promotion first, cause second. It's less, how do we help veterans, and more, how do I stay relevant? Stewart quipped. Many agreed. While Harry's initiative has undeniably helped disabled veterans, critics argue that his public persona often overshadows the actual mission. As one commentator put it, does Harry care about these veterans? Or does he care about the image of caring, the monarchy's long-standing detachment? But Stewart took the conversation further, beyond just Harry, to the entire British monarchy. Maybe this is just another reminder of what we already knew. The monarchy has always been out of touch. They've spent centuries sitting in castles while the rest of the world struggles. Harry's just the latest example. This led to a larger debate about royal relevance in the modern world. If a prince, who fled the monarchy for freedom, still fails to connect with everyday struggles, what does that say about the institution as a whole? Some argued that Harry and Meghan's post-royal career has been built on contradictions. They denounce the monarchy, yet continue to capitalize on their royal titles. They criticize the press, yet thrive on media attention to stay relevant. Media hypocrisy. Harry rides the dragon he claims to hate. Stewart ended his segment with one last biting observation. Harry says he hates the media, hates the tabloids. But let's be real. He's fighting the dragon while riding on its back. Boom. Stewart pointed out the irony of Harry's relationship with the press, condemning media intrusion while simultaneously using it to his advantage. Netflix deals memoirs, tell-all interviews. If you really hated the press, you walk away. Instead, he's cashing in, Stewart remarked. The audience cheered. It was a brutal, unfiltered takedown. Final question. Is Harry out of touch? So where does this leave Prince Harry's credibility? Jon Stewart has sparked a debate that goes beyond just one speech. It's about privilege, authenticity, and whether someone born into extreme wealth can ever truly relate to the struggles of everyday people. At the end of the day, Harry might have good intentions, but as Stewart made clear, intentions alone don't shield you from criticism or contradictions. And perhaps the biggest question remains: if even the most modern royal can't bridge the gap, is there any place for monarchy in today's world?